So I couldn't just stop at one, apparently. But this one isn't going to be scripted. This is just because I've heard things and I'm just irritated. And it'll have to be as long as it takes for me to drive to the school to get my daughter. I can't with this news lately about begging the courts to release funds so that people can afford to buy food. You're so freaking lawless about everything else. You go against all these radical left judges that never do what you want them to do. But now we got to go ask their permission to make sure people get their food. Are you effing kidding me? And then today, listening to, MAGA Mike Johnson talk about how, well, Trump did have a sit down with those leaders of the Democrat Party, and they wanted to give money to PBS and send money overseas for these ridiculous social programs in other countries. Okay, all of you out there pretending that you're Christians and so, following the teachings of Jesus, you all should be hanging your heads in shame every time that man goes to the microphone. Absolutely ridiculous. We are the most wealthiest country in the world. Do you know what you're supposed to do when God has blessed you with immense amounts of wealth? You are supposed to help the less fortunate. People that aren't going to be sitting around on their butts not working, not should just be getting handouts and money. That is not what I'm talking about. I just saw a post the other day from somebody, and I wish I could say their name and give them credit, but if they hear this, they'll know who they are. I invited them to look at my video, but think about this wealth, that this is the problem in this country right now. It is not immigration. It is not any of that. Like I said in my first video, they're teaching you to hate the wrong people. That has nothing to do with what's going on. This all started with stupid Reaganomics and trickle-down economy and if we just give tax breaks to the wealthiest among us, they'll pass that savings along to the little guy and they'll take care of their employees. That's not what happened. Just like the war on drugs is stupid. Reaganomics is stupid. You give people that unlimited amounts of money and the power to just take things away from the little guy and hoard. It's no different than hoarding food, clothes, anything. It is never going to be enough. I'm not saying that if you work hard, you shouldn't be rewarded. People should. I mean, there's lawyers, doctors, people that have worked hard all their lives. They deserve to get that kind of money. They have worked hard for it. But when is enough enough? Do you really, $1 billion is 999,999,999 plus one. That's $1 billion, okay? Now, you have that. Now let's say you are a twice over billionaire, a 10 times billionaire. Do you understand? Can you grasp that concept of money? You can't spend that in a lifetime. This is what this person said. If you bought a mansion in every country, but why would you even need to do that? Just to show off how rich you are? You can't live there. That money could be doing so we could have universal health care for people. Guns are a right, health care is a privilege. We are the only civilized, developed country that thinks this way. It's ridiculous. I'm so tired of it. I can't stand this anymore with this, hoarding of wealth. I mean, the passage of that bill, it just was the biggest redistribution of wealth from the poor and middle class to the upper class. It's sick. I mean, I want you to really look deep down. This is not what God wants, what Jesus taught, not at all. You are supposed to help your fellow man. I don't know what it's like to wake up in the morning and not worry about money and not worry about if my daughter's going to have enough presents for Christmas this year. And if I lose my Medicaid, am I going to be losing my health care? And am I going to die from the disease that I have? Update on that. I got the actual diagnosis, and it's C3G kidney disease. It legit happens to 1 in a million people, lucky me, and 50% chance of needing a transplant in 10 years. Now, I'm optimistic. Like I said, I am a true Christian. I have faith that I will pray, I will get through this, I will have strength from this situation, I will be looked after. I can't believe I've made it through everything I've made it through for this to take me out. That just, no way. I don't believe it. And, but, that I need my health care. I have children that depend on me and need me around as their mother. You know, my son is going to be 21. He's pretty much making his own way, and I'm very proud of him. My daughter is 8. She still needs me, and I can't go anywhere because frickin', you know, Elon Musk needs a $978 million tax break so that he can add a couple more billions to his wealth, and so that I can die. I mean, you cannot. People cannot be okay with this anymore. People have to speak up. I would be out there protesting, blah, blah, blah. I can't. I'm on, you know, one of the things for my disease, I have to take immunosuppressants. So, you know, I might as well be doing chemo. I can't be out in the public. I can't be around a bunch of people like that. I could get sick and I could die. And I'm not going out that way. So I wish people from the bottom of my heart would really look down deep inside themselves and see what the true problem is. It is the unfair distribution of wealth in this country. It's sickening. It's disgusting. It is hoarding. You know, yes, work hard. You work hard, you should be rewarded. You should be able to move up. That is not what's happening to the majority of us. Okay, I've worked my whole life. I should have a house. I should be able to afford a car. I couldn't work when my daughter was little because I couldn't afford to put her in childcare. You know, all these people talking about the New York Mandami guy that, you know, he's a communist and he's providing free childcare and free buses and that's communism. No, it's not. That's what you were taught to do as Christians, is to provide for the less fortunate. We are all human beings. We are all Americans. We are supposed to be looking out for each other. This money grab and me, and greed, and when is enough? When people are actually going to start starving in the streets like in third world countries, because that's what we're headed towards, people. That's what's going to happen. They don't care. Remember those messages for the election that Kamala Harris is for they, them, and Trump is for you? What you is he talking about? The CZ guy that, contributed millions of dollars to his son's crypto business to get a pardon? That you? That's the you? Or, you know, the people that are going to go party in his $300 million ballroom? Those you people? The people that partied at the Great Gatsby themed party when 42 million Americans don't know if they're going to be able to feed their children if SNAP doesn't get paid? Those you people? That the you he's looking out for? He's not looking out for you. Wake up. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about middle and poor class people. He only cares about his billionaire oligarch buddies. That's it. I am not a radicalized left Democrat. I went to college. You know what they taught me in college? I read a book called The Economic Hitman. And it was about how the United States goes into countries and makes deals with them for things like, oh, let us just, we'll provide such and such for you guys and you pay us back. Knowing full well they aren't going to be paying us back. And the only way that they will be able to pay us back, well, I guess you're going to have to let us mine all your gold. I guess you're going to have to let us mine all your diamond. It was a very interesting book. But this is the stuff they teach you in college, is how greed happens and the Reaganomics BS and all of that. That is why they don't want you educated, because if you're not, then you will believe whatever it is that they're selling you. Like, immigrants are bad, immigrants stole your job, and if we just got rid of them, things would go back to how they were. That is not true. It's common sense. You don't go to college come on, man. That is common sense. There has not in all my days been a job that I went to that I was like, oh man, if only this immigrant wasn't working here, I would have this job. Not one time, not once. Or going into the grocery store right now, even at the cheapest store in my town, and looking at strawberries that have now gone up to, I think last night was $5.97 I saw for a pint of strawberries. Dang those immigrants for making my strawberries expensive. No, that's not what happened. You know what happened? Trump's tariffs happened, and tariffing all these countries and saying that it wasn't going to affect the consumer. No. All those rich business owners would pay the tariffs. Give me a freaking break. That's just like Reaganomics. Oh no, they won't pass it down to the consumer. They'll pay it. They should, because Lord knows they have the money to do it, but they don't. And so now I don't even know. I haven't even begun to start shopping for Christmas yet. No idea what that's going to look like or what that's going to cost. And before I get any, oh my God, you're driving and doing that, I have lane assist and I'm watching the road and I'm not going to crash or anything. So I just had to get this out. I have short-term memory loss like Dory. And if I don't say it now, it'll be gone. But I just can't with this anymore. It's irritating. It consumes my thoughts. I do not have Donald Trump derangement syndrome or anything like that. This is just common sense. This is me being a human being with human being problems that I believe the majority of Americans are facing that aren't billionaires. I mean, you cannot have all this information come out and say that it's fake news and it's not true and don't believe your own eyes. Like grocery prices aren't up. Don't believe that grocery prices are up. Believe me that they're not. That man has never been in a grocery store to shop for himself. Maybe as a political stunt. But I guarantee you he doesn't have a family household food budget that he has to follow every week to make sure that his children eat. So, no, he does not know that grocery prices are outrageous. And, he doesn't know anything about that kind of stuff. And it's just incredibly frustrating that we are being forgotten while everybody else, gets to party the night away at an excess party while people are starving in America. That should not even be a thing. I'm disgusted by this. Like I said, it's just common sense. We have to stop fighting amongst ourselves. If we would go, like I said, if everybody stopped working just one day and didn't go into these jobs and didn't go buy off of Amazon and Walmart and all of that, we would completely disrupt their economy. They need us. We don't need them. And I really, truly hope that in all the elections around the country today, that if you had a chance to vote, you got out and voted. Because, even someone that I know very close to me didn't think that it mattered, didn't think it was a big deal. And now look, it is a big deal. You do matter. Get out there and make your opinion known, because we cannot continue on this way. I can't imagine how this could get worse, but I say that all the time, and it just continues to get worse. I can't imagine another 3 years of this. People have to man up and get him out of there. I mean, it's obvious his health is deteriorating. If, you look up dementia symptoms, it is plain as day. It's awful. It's just awful that this person is in charge of our country. And like I said, the things are getting passed on to us. Nobody's going to take care of you but you. I had another thing to say, and now it's just poof, out of my mind. But, I'm almost at school. Just had to get that out there because it's incredibly frustrating, and I don't know what else to do. I know a lot of people are doing, videos and podcasts, and I just feel it's important I get my voice out there. I'm not any different from anybody else. I'm just trying to live my life the best I can. Like I said, I do believe in helping other people. If I, won the lottery tomorrow and it was $1 billion, you better believe I would be donating money and doing everything I could, funding food banks, whatever I could, because that's what you should do when you're blessed with things like that. You shouldn't hoard it. You shouldn't keep it to yourself. That isn't right. And deep down it's not right. And I'm hoping that the people that have gone along with this in this day and age, especially with the information, that was the thing I was going to say. When someone says things are fake news, like all the polls that just came out, you can't be serious if you think that his numbers are good. You cannot. I don't care what he says. He could tell you that the sky is purple. You can see that it's blue, okay? He sucks. His numbers suck. It's because he sucks. And everybody with a brain knows it and feels the pain and struggle from this. All you have to do, I hate that word fake news. It makes me sick. It makes me want to puke. Because in this day and age, with Google and the internet, it is so easy to just search one of his easily provable lies. Do you think everybody is lying to you except for him? Get real. It's just like with COVID and the shot. You listen to your doctors your entire life. Same with stupid RFK Jr. All these doctors, you believe them your entire life. One person comes along and says, nope, this is a hoax, this doesn't exist. So then the doctors must be lying. They must be in it for the money. They must be putting a chip in your arm. You must be magnetized. Come on. You listen to them your entire life. They're not wrong now. You have listened to these people. You have listened to these news organizations. They're not wrong. Do you think that he's God Almighty and he's the only one telling you the truth? He's not. He's lying. Look it up. Think for yourself. That is the main, agenda of my video, I guess. Think for yourself. Quit being sheep. Quit it. This is not the way. We need to come together. We need to stop this freaking hoarding of money and this attacking and disappearing of people. It has to stop. We cannot do this anymore. This is not right. This is not Christian. This is not American. Please, love each other. Love each other, and let's end this. Please, vote. Get out and vote. Your voice matters. And that is all. I am now at school. This is me signing off.